Around 30,000 Tasmanians are licensed anglers, so improving access to waterways is always going to be popular. For years, some of the state's best fishing spots have often been only for those in the know. 7:30's Lucy Shannon reports that's all changing now, thanks to a program run by the state's Inland Fisheries Service.
MORROW knows the rivers, creeks and lakes of Tasmania like the back of his hand. He spent the best part of 3 years traversing the state, talking to landowners about the waterways on their properties.
Lots of discussions through tractor windows and four-wheel drives and on the sides of paddocks and all sorts of places where we can track farmers down to. Gordon said there'd been a little bit of damage on his property.
One farmer who was keen to talk to him was Richard Higgins, who has a property at Lake River in northern Tasmania.
No, I checked our fencing and stiles after the flood and there was no damage to any of the stiles, which is good.
He and his wife Jan have had anglers knock on the farmhouse door for years, requesting access for trout fishing. They've always happily said yes. When Neil Morrow knocked on their door, they were keen to formalise that arrangement.
Totally agreed with it, being a fisherman myself, to help anglers in the way of safety and access.
So with the agreement of landholders, the Lake River area now has clear signage for anglers. Stiles and fences have been put in to give them better access, and a brochure has been produced. The morning 7:30 Tasmania spent at Lake River, we found Queenslander Andrew GOLLE fishing near the bridge.
Being new to the state, I don't know anyone personally yet. I don't know any landowners that I could say, can I come and fish your river? So for tourists and easy access, then these things are just great.
It's just one of a number of Tasmanian rivers to have had the Anglers Access treatment. The Leven in the northwest, the Meander in the north and the Huon in the south are all now officially on the Anglers Access fishing map.
See what we've ended up with today is great angler access, great places for people to go and fish where they've never been too sure whether they've been able to fish there before or not.
A trip to New Zealand a few years ago first gave Neil Morrow the idea for the project. He was impressed with how easy it was to find good fishing spots without the local knowledge.
I just thought that we could do a lot better in Tasmania in the way we've presented our fishery, particularly to visiting anglers, but also to people, local people that might like to get involved in trout fishing but thought it was all a bit mysterious and, you know, where do you go and secret squirrel stuff.
Not far upstream from the HIGGINS lives Gary French. He runs a trout guiding business. The bulk of his customers come from overseas and competition is tight with other trout fishing destinations like New Zealand.
Internationally, Tasmania has had a long history of being promoted for its unique world-class lake fishing. That's because of the unique aspect of the Western Lakes, for example, but we have some fantastic river fishing here and it's really coming to the front now. We've got better water levels, better water management, and this is all down to various bodies working very well together.